So they handcuffed me, took me to jail, and when I complained about the situation, about how, you know what I'm saying, he arrested me, they threw that obstruction charge in there just, you know what I'm saying, to say, you know what I'm saying, I obstructed or whatever. So that's why that happened. But I really, you know what I'm saying, I ain't bucked the arrest. I read. And then when I realized what it was, I gave up. I just gave up on it. I could have been gone. I mean, I actually could have. You know, when I think about that, when I go back to that night sometimes in my mind, that's why I won't never buy no New Balance shoes. I won't never buy no New Balance shoes. And even with all that push going on, I never buy no Sean John or no New Balance shoes ever in my life again. Every time a nigga cross New Balance, he go to jail. I ain't buying them. I'll never wear them just ever in my life again. So New Balance shoes is hot. Sean John jeans is hot. Like, I mean, it's hot regardless. But I mean, at that time, you know what I'm saying, that was kind of the
Now, what's funny is you have them beat, right? Like, so you were a star running back. So I was trying to, I'm picturing the police officer trying to catch you. He was probably like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to catch this dude until you gave yourself up, right?
Yeah. He was beat. It was a wrap. It wasn't finna catch me. I gave up. Like, I honestly gave up because, you know what I mean? And when I think about it, if I didn't give up, it's like, it was like hindsight. Like, okay, I gave up. That shit happened. And I think through my mind sitting in jail, like, I could have not gave up. But the niggas told on me anyway. They said I was so they was going to tell on me anyway. You know what I mean? I was done for regardless. They were going to tell the police all this shit was mine, and they tell them my name and everything. So it didn't even matter that I gave up. That's how I looked at it. I'm like, hey, you'll regardless.
Now, the crazy part is the mugshot that they pictured from you that day had you with a big bandage on your chin. So that explains exactly why that happened. Because you said you were down and then you ended up getting
laying down, face down on the ground, you know what I'm saying? And boom, you know what I mean? And he kicked me in the back of the head, bust my chin open. That shit happened twice, like, which is another story, you know what I'm saying, where that same scar got reopened up, you know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers tried to rob me or whatever, and it was kind of a similar situation to where that same shit got opened back up. So, yeah, man, it was weird. That same scenario. All right, cool. You can have it. You get it. You know what I'm saying? You want it. Go ahead. You can have that shit. I get all that shit again. I'll lay down and they kick me in the back of the head and reopen the shit up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's a crazy situation. He brought up one that nobody don't know about. That's wild.
That's wild, man. Now, what's crazy is the guy who essentially ran the whole play or was running the play behind the scenes, he got arrested and told on you, man.
Yeah. So, player told, you know what I'm saying, and I told him all the shit was mine.
So, how much time did you eventually have to get for that situation?
Well, the thing was, it was like this. Okay, so it kind of worked out because they went together. They know I ain't had nothing to do with it. And then when my lawyer busted all down, you know what I'm saying, and got through it, you know, I did the time that I did like the 8 months or whatever, and then I did like 2 years house arrest, like 7 years probation or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? But when they bust down through it, they gave me that because they gave him that. So both of us got the same thing, and the reason being was the confidential informant had a bunch of other cases, and they didn't want to give, you know what I'm saying, him up yet, because he was still working. So since he was still working, they didn't want to give him up for my case and depose him. So my lawyer wanted to depose him. They didn't want to depose him. So they came back with a deal, you know what I mean? And the deal was really a open plea. Like, you know what I'm saying? I go in, I do an open plea. Whatever the judge want to give me that day, you know what I'm saying? He just basically give me that date. And the judge had just gave this dude, you know what I'm saying, what he gave him the same shit. He gave him like 2 years house arrest, 7 years probation. So my lawyer, you know, I was open pleading that the state asked would, you know what I'm saying, would the judge be opposed to me getting the same thing as dude, considering the, you know, the facts in the case really didn't point towards me. They should have just dropped that shit, but you know what I'm saying, they gave me that anyway. So I mean, I took it. I thought, you know what I mean, it was a blessing not to go to jail, you know what I mean? I can at least do something. I mean, and make shit happen for me. So, I mean, if that ain't happening, then the music probably wouldn't play it out how I play it out either. So, I mean, it is what it is.
it's wild how those roads have to lead to somewhere. Sometimes it goes to success, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, before we close this topic out, though, about this, is it true that the guy who actually got arrested and the one who essentially told on you, after you blew up and became a famous rapper, tried to shout you out of the club one time or try to get a cosign from you?
Yeah, well, the head popped off. Everything was, you know what I'm saying, good. And we used to go to this club called Christie's Cabaret. It was on like McMullen or whatever. It was a little strip club. And you know, I was in there one night, just in there around or whatever. I was by myself. Like, I don't even sit on, I f- with people, but I be moving around by myself a lot. I don't even really, you know what I'm saying, out people by myself. So I went in there, I was in there, and I was with some, I was with security, but I was by myself. And he was in the front, like, hey, what's up? Like, in the front of the VIP ropes. Hey, man, hey. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know who he was because he had done dyed his hair, some shit. He had like some blonde hair, so he looked different. I mean, maybe he was setting niggas up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
hey, deep cover.
Parents up again. You know what I'm saying? But he was waving, so they was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? This dude say he know you, and I was like, look, I'm like, oh man, this nigga. Hey man, come on, man. I just wanted to apologize to you about the situation, man. It was up how all of that shit went or whatever. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I could have got him, you know what I mean, right then. I had a perfect opportunity to get him, but it was just like, I ain't worried about it. Life good, you know what I'm saying? It was part of my story, so I'll just take that one on the chin. I ain't even gonna put myself in no situation trying to get to him like that.